Hey, what's up? What's going on, my peeps, my peoples? Please like, comment, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Now, we start off where, Cobra is still trying to hold Velvet back, and Velvet's banging on the window, trying to get in, trying to get at, Nikki. Thank God she's not able to get at Nikki because it probably wouldn't be a good look for Velvet. And, she earns her money with her face and her body. And Nikki might just destroy that. So that's so good that she didn't get loose. But then, she tries to get loose and, security holds her back or whatever. Nikki's saying, let her go, let her go, let her go. I'm just like, yo. So, anyways, Cobra finally gets Velvet to kind of calm down a little bit, get the hooligan to calm down a little bit, and was like, yo, I'm just getting back on, good terms with Nine Mag. These are the people I work with. These are the people, that got my back, and all this other stuff. And she was like, I'm just getting out on the good page. And like, right now you're messing that up for me. And so, Velvet is like, okay. So Velvet kind of like, all right, I get you. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And so then she was like, I get what you're saying. And so then she was like, I just want to go inside and talk to her. I just want to go inside and talk to her. So Velvet goes inside to talk to her. And she was just like, so what was going on? What happened? I wasn't in your man's face. How did I disrespect you? And she was like, because your butt was all in my man's face. She was like, no, my butt wasn't in his face. It was on the side. She was like, no, yes, it was in his face. All I did was ask you nicely to just move over, move to the side. And that is true because Nikki did ask her to move to the side, just move over. Like, she didn't tell her to stop dancing, whatever. And Nikki also throws up that, hey, listen, once you dance for Cobra, that's you here for Cobra. Everybody don't want to see you strip and dance. Leave that at the club. And also, Velvet, how would you feel if Cobra came to your job and was acting up and wilding out with the people that pays your bills, the people that help you, the people that you work with? You wouldn't like it. So don't do the same thing. So it seems like Velvet kind of realized and wanted to kind of like talk to Nikki because she didn't want her little appearance on VH1 to be over with. And so, Velvet was like, I wasn't even on his penis. I wasn't on his penis. Like, why do you have to use that terminology? She was like, I wasn't even on his penis. Like, and so then they started arguing again. And basically, Nikki starts to throws water on Velvet. It gets on, Don and Four, and it also gets on Cobra. And so they get the hooligan Velvet out of the situation. She leaves, she's gone. Cobra's kind of sad and depressed because she's worried about her girlfriend or whatever. But I would just like to say they just be doing way too much. So Velvet leaves or whatever. And then it's the next day. Everybody's outside by the pool, chilling and Cabo, like I'm saying, eating that good food, getting that good sun. And everybody's chilling around the pool, and they're chilling or whatever. And so then that's when Cobra, she starts to do an apology, and she was like, I'm sorry for how my girlfriend acted. I'm sorry how my girlfriend behaved. I'm just so sorry. Please, you guys are my family. You guys are everything to me. You guys did this, you guys did that, and I'm really sorry. It's like, damn, Cobra, give everybody the red carpet to run all over you. Like, you didn't even have to get that serious and that deep with that apology. Like, yo, you got to learn to stand on your own sometimes. It's like that. You could have just said sorry. You didn't have to get into an emotional breakdown and started crying. Then so, for Don, they go over and they hug her and everything, to comfort her. Charmaine says, we had our beast, but it's over with. She was like, I have nobody. And and Rachel is just looking at Cobra like, yo, what's good with her? And these guys can actually see, in the slideshow, Rachel looking at Cobra like, what's good? And what's her name? Lily. She's too drunk. She's too messed up to even know what's going on. She just sitting there sipping. She just looks real tore up. She looks tore from the flow up. But one thing I gotta say is, like, they gotta really put some balanced people, some emotional, stable people on the show, because it's kind of sad to make fun of emotional, disturbed people like, Cobra, Lily, and who else is emotional disturbed? It's Cobra, it's Lily, and Nikki. Like, them three, Cobra, Lily, and Nikki, like, they got some emotional problems. They got some deep issues, and they're not really functional in like high stress environments. Like, you have to get people that are able to function in high stress environments, basically being filmed. It's like these people break down and act up. Like, they have no type of capability or dealing with situations. They just go on left and like, yo. So anyways, everybody hugs her and everything seems so good or whatever. So then we get back to the pool. Everybody's sitting out there. They're talking, and they're talking about, the Mexican monster, some type of monster, that the Mexican booty monster, something like that. That when you drink the water, flush out your system. It does a cleaning. You get diarrhea or whatever. So they're joking or whatever. So Charmaine asks Cobra, where is, Velvet? And Cobra was like, I don't know. And so Don jumps in and he was like, yo, I seen a taxi cab come late at night, pick somebody up and take off. So I think she left. And, that's when Nikki was like, I would leave too if I was her. I know that's right. I would leave too. Oh, here, shaking that funky monster on everybody. But, Velvet in the face, she looks just like a child that's lost. She really looks sad and like she's lost, son. So anyways, and what did he say? I think he was like, I was looking through that broken window. I think Don said I was looking through that broken window or whatever. I was like, Don, Don is funny or whatever. And so Don is in his confessional. He was like, yo, Cobra, you can do a lot better than Velvet. I'm telling you the truth. You can do a lot better than Velvet. Of course she can, Don, but why won't you tell her what was good, what was going on? And I'm disappointed that Junior never stepped up. So, Junior's a sucker to me. He never stepped up for Cobra to tell Cobra what was really going on in the situation. She stepped up for him. He didn't even have her back like that. And then how he lets Lily just walk all over him and acts like a sucker. And then we got him back in the beginning, kissing up Ryan's tail just to be the yes man. I understand that because he's being professional. But just his behavior overall this season has been like sucker moves or whatever. So anyways, moving on from that, then Lily starts to say that before that, Charmaine was like, yo, I got something planned for us. We're going to do something fun, eat some real Mexican food, do this, do that, or whatever. And then, Lily was like, I'm sorry, Charmaine, I'm not going to be able to join because I got to go see my two sisters. I missed them and I haven't seen them in a long time. And so everybody was like, yeah, cool. So let's just talk about Lily and her sister situation. So Lily, she talks to Junior. Basically, she apologized to Junior for how she was treating him and all this other stuff. And it was like, here's another apology from somebody that don't really mean it, somebody that really doesn't have a heart. She's just a mean, dirty person. And Junior allows her to treat him that way, so she's going to continue to treat him that way. So she apologized to Junior, tell Junior that she's sorry and she's going through a lot of stuff. And Junior was like, oh, I understand. She kicked him. She called him all types of names. And she had sex with somebody else on him and everything else. And she was like, it's just because of my sister, my sisters. And she said, I haven't been in my sister's life at all, but I haven't really been there in my sister's life at all. But you know what? I got their back. I got them or whatever. But how do you got them if you haven't been in their life at all? And then we also see her traveling to go see her sisters, and she invited Junior to go. Junior, I don't know, why would you go? And then Lily, why would you bring a man that you having problems with to go visit your sisters? It's supposed to be all about your sisters. So Lily and Junior are in the van to go see her sisters. Lily gets a phone call from her aunt saying that she's not able to come see the sisters. They canceled the visit. Lily's upset. They're talking in Spanish. And then Lily says the reason why she won't let me see my aunt won't let me see my sisters. We never see eye to eye on things. And then on top of that, they're not happy with me telling my father's story on TV or whatever about the Mexican cartel. And I just want to get the story. I just want people to know. And Lily said she hasn't seen her sisters for 3 years. So if that's the case, what about last year, the year before last? You could have go visit your sisters. You could have spent time with them. You could have traveled out there. You know what I mean? So it's just like, don't try to blame the family because, oh, you're filming the show and that's why, so you can get sympathy, because you have much more time to go visit your sisters, and it's not that expensive to go out there to Mexico at all, or Cabo. It's not expensive. And so it's just like, so don't give us that faulty excuse. Is it the reason why your aunt don't want you to see your sisters? Is the same reason why your other family in Chicago kicked you out of their apartment, didn't want you to stay there because of your behavior? So I don't know. It could be that too as well. They don't want the story to be told, and possibly don't want cameras to be filmed on them for any cartel to possibly come back to them, or people think that they got money again or something like that. So anyways, that story is done. And I don't know why Junior, and Lily is an abuser. She abuses Junior physically and mentally, and Junior just takes it. It's just like Junior is, like he said, when he sees the punani, he want to fall out. So he's just totally vagina glazed at this point. So back to the story. So then we got Terrence. Terrence come in, and Terrence is coming to visit, and you know, Danielle is all shocked and surprised. So I guess Terrence got over his fear of Ryan and everybody like that. So I guess it's all good. And so Danielle takes off and goes with Ryan. Like, you know, Ryan came and she leaves Kat there. And Kat is all alone. Kat don't know what to do. Kat was like, I can't believe the girl that bamboozled me to come out here is not leaving me alone. So I don't know if Kat knew that Ryan and everybody was going to be there, because it just seems like she's so determined to tell Rachel this thing about her and Ryan. I understand that she doesn't want to keep it a secret and she's around his family, but it seems like if you're best friends with Ryan, you're really his friend and everything. Like, you wouldn't do it on TV. You wouldn't do it on national TV. Like, maybe you pull her to the side or tell him that you're going to text her, you're going to call her. You don't have to do it right here. And it seems like Danielle knew about it, or production set this up for Kat to tell him. Kat knew that she was going to let the cat out the bag, and she sure did. And so, anyways, Danielle, she leaves. She goes chill with, you know, Terrence, and Kat's feeling lonely. And so it's just crazy. And so then finally, you know, what's her name? Velvet, she shows up. She's back. She comes back to the house or whatever. And, you know, Cobra goes to get her a drink or whatever. And so when she goes to get a drink, you know, For's feeling some type of way, because the way that, you know, Velvet came back and how she's trying to act like she's all over how like she's all over Cobra and she's liking Cobra, and he's feeling some type of way. And plus he's feeling some type of way because his girlfriend is probably end up going fight her or whatever. So when Cobra goes in there to make drinks, For tells her, hey, listen, I just gotta tell you the truth. You know, a week ago I went to the strip club, I saw Velvet, and you know what? You know, if I wanted that for JJ, I could have got that for JJ. No disrespect. I'm not trying to disrespect you at all, but she was trying to give it away and I didn't want it. Like, if I really wanted to get it, I could have got it. And you need to pay close attention to her, because, you know, I don't know if she's using you for money. She's using you. He wanted to say TV, but he kind of paused a little bit. So he was like, I'm just trying to look out for you because I care and all this other stuff. So he lets her know that Velvet ain't nothing but a slut bucket. She's a lot lizard. And basically he's just telling her what's going on in the situation. And I'm so proud of Cobra for accepting the information and believing it. And she said, you know what, Ryan, she said, you know, Don and, you know, For really got my back. Them are my brothers, so I believe everything that he tells me. And so she, the slut bucket, the lock lizard walks in herself, and she says, you know, what's going on? You're talking about me? And so then Cobra was like, excuse you, For I gotta talk to her. So Cobra tells her, hey, listen, I think it's a really good idea if you leave here and we don't talk anymore. Like, let it be over, like, because it's not cool or whatever. Going around, you told Ford that you're not my girlfriend or whatever. So then, you know, what's her name? Velvet was just like, listen, it's not even that serious. It's not that big a deal. I ain't sweating it. Whatever. It is what it is. Oh, well, peace. I'm out. And she left. And so I'm glad that, you know, Velvet left like a G. She probably turned up in Mexico before she left. She probably had a good time. She probably worked the clubs in Mexico before she left. She probably got some dollars. But Velvet, I'm glad that you just left, because, you know, you did get into it with Nikki. For you to just walk away like that, I like that. I appreciate that you didn't have to show up and show out, and you didn't do that, so it was all good. Cobra was like, yo, I just feel like you've been lying to me the whole time, and I feel like you've been playing me. So did Velvet steal the watch? So I was like, go Cobra, you're finally learning, you're getting there. And so Velvet, she hits the streets. She's back to walking the streets. Her cameo on Black Ink Chicago is over. And Cobra, Cobra feels like her soul is gone. She feels like, she feels hurt that she finally found somebody that she wanted to be with, and it's not happening. So she's like, it triply hurts. It hurts so bad. It just hurts. And then, Cobra was like, yo, she said it ain't even that serious. She wasn't even tripping. She was like, that's the same thing Velvet said, I ain't tripping. Peace. So now everybody is somewhere in the house, and Rachel and Kat are sitting by the pool, and Rachel just itching, just nervously want to tell, Rachel what's going on. She wants to tell Rachel. She was like, you know what? I'm going to tell her. She has a little small talk with her, and then she was like, you know what? I want to tell you this. And all of a sudden, Charmaine, 4, and everybody jumps in the pool. They started making noise, and the Kat is mad. She's upset. She was like, oh my God, I thought it was my chance. Thought this was going to be my cameo appearance in Cabo to mess this up. But she's not able to. And Rachel's been calm. Rachel's calm through everything. Like, it seems like Rachel already knows, and her and Ryan had to talk about it or something. But it seems like she got the heads up, because she ain't even mad at Katrina. And she's also keeping her distance, but she's being friendly, but she's being quiet at the same time. Like, she knows what's up. It seems like Rachel knows the deal. But anyways, so she was like, damn. And then you see Charmaine back in the pool with that blonde wig on, that human hair wig. Like, so Ryan was right. She only brought one wig to wear. So it is what it is. Oh my goodness. So Katrina's just really, really not happy that she's not able to, snitch on Ryan and tell on Ryan. But she feels like she wants to, but I don't think this is the right time, nor the right place or the right time. And if you're really a friend to Ryan, you know how devastating this is going to be for him and her, and for yourself, for it to all come out on TV like that and make him look bad, make yourself look bad. Well, you're just telling the story. But you think that you'll handle it a better way or a different way. So, but you're itching to tell, and you want to tell. Your spirit is telling you to tell him, to tell her, then tell her. But I just want to know, if you're telling Rachel because you really feel bad, are you telling Rachel because you want to hurt Rachel and you want to hurt Ryan, or you want revenge for him lying to you and getting back with Rachel when he told you he wasn't? So I just want to know, is your heart pure about wanting to tell Rachel what's going on? Is that guilt really, really guilt, or is it anger and envy and jealousy? That's what I want to know. So anyways, now everyone is getting ready to go to the dinner or whatever. So they have the dinner at the beach. On the beach, it looks real nice too as well. That steak and the shellfish looks so nice. It looks good. Look, they cooked it well, but I don't eat meat. So then, Ryan can't eat any food because he's allergic to shellfish, and everybody knows he's allergic to shellfish. And so Charmaine is like, I apologize for that. I did tell them they made a mistake, but they're still eating it, still chopping down. They don't care. Ryan's watching them eat. Everybody's sitting at the table. Katrina's sitting over there like she's playing double dutch, waiting to jump in. She's waiting for it to be her turn. So Ryan is upset, so he's gonna get something to eat. And so, Charmaine says, don't leave, Ryan. Your food is coming. So he goes, nah, F that. So Ryan leaves. He walks off or whatever. I think Ryan knows something's up, because he's just not happy. He's just nervous. He just knows something's up, especially with Kat around. He knows that something's up with production. Something's going on that ain't right. They brought me all the way out here to Mexico. Now Kat's here. It's supposed to be a couple trip. Something ain't right. There ain't no sugar in that Kool-Aid. So Ryan leaves off, and this is Katrina's moment. This is Kat's moment. It's like she is just stuck on telling her. So Katrina, she runs over there. She tells, Rachel, hey, I want to talk to you. And Rachel was like, Rachel's not acting like she's surprised. She's not acting like she's shocked. She don't say a word. She just gets up and she goes with her drink. And then Katrina sits down and tell her, say, hey, listen, I was dating, Ryan in the last summer or whatever. And then I asked him, was he going to get back with you? Because she heard some rumors. And then, he got back with you. Then he's been calling me and stuff like that, acting like he want to be with me or whatever. And then on top of that, me and Ryan, a couple of months ago, we went to the lake house and we end up messing around. We end up going all the way there. We end up doing the damn thing. We end up doing it nasty. And Rachel just sitting there calm. She doesn't seem bothered. She's not yelling at Katrina. She's not upset. It seems like she knew this already, or she knows that this was a setup by production. This is why Kat's here when she's not even a part of 9 Mag Chicago. Really, she's in LA, and how she came with Danielle, and how she pulled her to the side and everything, and how she was trying to talk to her at the pool. So it seems like Rachel's putting it all together. Rachel's the type of woman you want. She ain't ignorant. She ain't trying to wild out on Kat. She's not taking it out on Kat. She's just keeping quiet. She ain't saying nothing. And then Ryan is walking back, and he looks at the table. He doesn't see Rachel. He doesn't see Kat. And Don was like, "Oh my God, it's about to go down. It's about to be World War II. We're not leaving here. Oh no." Charmaine is like, "This is a scary movie." Danielle is like, "I don't want no part of this. I don't want nothing to do with it." But you brought Katrina. You let production use you to bring Katrina to the trip when you probably knew when you probably knew Terrence was gonna show up for you. So that was shady and dirty. And if you didn't know that production was going to use Kat to, try to get under Ryan and Rachel's skin to embarrass them in public on national TV, you knew it could be a possibility. And your friend Kat, she got loose lips that can sink some ships. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even thinking about your job, because what if Ryan says, "It's over, I quit, I'm done with this"? Then you guys are nobody without Ryan, because it's his shop. He won't allow the cameras in. So Danielle, your part in this too. You should have, I would just be telling my friends, "Hey, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna plan for this. None of us are gonna be caught off surprise. We ain't gonna set each other up. We're gonna let all of us know what's going on. When we get them emails from production to be here, to be at that time, all of us would know. We won't be we'll act like it's a big deal, but we ain't trying to make ourselves look stupid, because at the end of the day, once this TV show is over, if you really my friend, you really my friend, and we rocking regardless." So anyways, Ryan sees them talking. He runs over there to get them from talking. And so Ryan's like, "So what's going on? What's going down? What's going on?" And so Katrina was like, "You know what it is. We're over here talking about what? About us, about you being wrong. Won't you tell the truth, Ryan? Won't you tell the truth? Won't you tell what really happened? I'm talking to Rachel about the truth. I'm trying to tell her what's going on." Ryan was like, "Oh, come on, stop it. And Ryan was like, "Come on, Rachel, let's go." Rachel gets up and she walks with her man, soon to be husband, to the table or whatever. And then once they get to the table, Ryan was like, "This ain't finna go down like this. This ain't finna happen. This ain't gonna happen on TV. Honestly, I'm done. They ain't try to do this to me on TV. They ain't try to do this to me on TV." And then Kat runs down. Production tell Kat to run down. Kat runs down. I was like, "Ryan, won't you tell the truth, Ryan? It ain't my fault. You put me in this situation. Won't you tell me the truth?" You can tell Kat was scared and nervous. And basically, for her cameo and try to be on TV, possibly to have them still have her film in LA, she did it. Ryan was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean I put you in the what situation? What situation?" "Okay, yeah, I put you in a situation or whatever." She said, "Won't you tell the truth, Ryan? Tell the truth." And Ryan, at the same time, he's looking at Kat and he's looking at Rachel to see if Rachel's gonna jump off. But it just feels like Ryan and Rachel are on the same page, and they know what's up, basically. So then Ryan goes over to talk to Rashid. So now if you guys look through the slideshow, you're going to see the whole conversation that Rachel and Ryan had with Rashid production. So basically, Rachel and Ryan, they go up there to talk to production. They talk to Rashid. I guess he's the person in charge that, is in charge of the bodies. They're telling that he's messed up. How you going to try to play us like that? How you going to do us like that? They're trying to hit him. They're trying to fight him. They're holding Ryan back. They're holding Rachel back. Rachel throws her shoe at him. She tries to throw a bottle at him. She throws water on him. Ryan's trying to get over there at him, and then they went and got this big old black dude. And Ryan was like, "Oh, won't you have an effing backbone? Won't you have a backbone? You don't got a backbone. You got to do everything they tell you to do." So it seems like Rashid is in charge, but who's ever in charge of Rashid pushed the situation. And so Rashid kept saying, "Kat wanted to talk to Rachel. Kat wanted to talk to Rachel. I had nothing to do with it. Kat wanted to talk to her." "Yes, you did. You knew what was up. Don't try to play us." So basically, Ryan and Rachel feels like Rashid has something to do with Kat pulling her to the side to try to tell her this information for them to white out, to put their business in the streets, on the internet streets, on VH1 streets, basically that this was set up and they didn't supposed to do this. So that makes me believe that Ryan and Rachel are on the same page. They know about Kat, because today Ryan and Rachel are still together, and they coming at Rashid. It was like, "Rashid, have a backbone." And Rashid was like, "What are you talking about? Kat wanted to talk to Rachel." So basically, Rashid is just saying, "Hey, listen, I didn't set the scene up for anything to happen, but, Katrina asked Rachel to come to the side, pulled her to the side because she said she wanted to talk to her about what. And so they was like, you're lying, won't you have a backbone? So they're throwing stuff at him and everything like that. So they're wilding out on production. Forrest down there watching, he's looking up, and it seems like, you know, Ryan and Rachel are on the same team, like, you know, and Katrina's sitting down there like, what did I do to my friend? You see, you know, yes, Ryan did cheat, and if Rachel wants to forgive him, that's up to her if she wants to forgive him. So she forgives him, and basically they ride or die right now with each other, trying to get at Rashid in production. And it was like, you ain't gonna do us like this, And so then they get back to the house. They get back to the house, and the cat, she's in her confessional, and Kat was like, Ryan, won't you confess, Ryan, tell the truth. When she said confess, I was thinking about Game of Thrones. Confess. I was like, yo. And so Ryan gets back to the house. He's still upset. Don was like, yo, you need to calm down. Charmaine's talking to Ryan. You need to calm down. You need to chill out. You need to tell Rachel the truth. I think Rachel already knows the truth. You show her some respect. Put some respect on her name. Show her this. And Ryan just acting up. And it was like, oh, Ryan's guilty. Ryan don't want the truth to come out. That's why he's acting up. That could be a possibility too, why he's making a big deal. But why is Rachel and Ryan both fighting production? Because Kat came to talk to them, because they knew Kat was up to no good, because that's why Rachel probably was standoffish the whole time. And she seen Ryan not being around Kat all the time. And Kat was like, Ryan ain't said a word to me the whole time I've been here, because he knew that you was a plant for production to get the ratings up. And it was good. I guess it was a good episode. But it was a lot of things that made this episode good as well. So then Don and, you know, Charmaine is talking to, you know, Ryan. And then Ryan was like, all right, cool. Ryan goes in his room. He comes back out. And he was like, call me a cab. Because, you know, Ryan ain't got no phone because he got thrown in the pool. And plus, he probably don't speak Mexican or whatever. He don't speak Spanish. And so then Ryan was like, I quit. How about that? I quit this show. I quit this. And so Charmaine and Danielle and Dawn is in there with Kat. She's crying. She was like, it's just not about this. I lost my friend. I'm thinking about our friendship. We was friends before anything. If you was friends before anything, you wouldn't have did him like, you wouldn't have did this. You know what I mean? You would have handled it differently. You wouldn't have let anybody put you up to coming all the way out to Cabo and a couples trip. You would have bounced. You got money. You would have bounced when you saw couples and everything. You saw Ryan with Rachel. If that's your friend, out of respect for him, out of respect for your relationship, you would have just dropped it. And she was like, we were friends. You know, I can't keep this in. I can't hold this secret. I can't hold. It's my little secret. I was watching Escape. I reviewed that show too as well. So basically, I do understand where Kat is coming from, because like, how you expect me to hold a secret when I'm around fam, I'm around everybody? I understand that, but it's just a way to do it. So she's crying. She was like, we have friends. I know our friendship's over. He was really my friend. And all this other stuff. So next episode seems like it's going to be lit. Junior is going to get disrespected again, because Plug is going to come to the shop with flowers for Lily. And Ryan's going to have to tell his parents that he actually went there with Kat. And also, Rachel's cousin's going to try to come to the shop and beat up Kat. Right? I think, is she going to try to beat up Kat, or is she going to try to beat up Danielle? So, because they think Danielle was a part of this. So anyways, peace. I'm out. One love.